Hello everyone, this is Angela, Cali Mom Collects, and today I am going to be doing I'm going to be doing an unboxing, but this is going to be pieces from my collection and also pieces that I've recently thrifted. I want to kind of talk to you guys about what I buy while I'm out and talk prices and values and a little bit of that stuff. And first, I wanted to show you, I filled one of the Christmas tree jars, and this is going to be the first giveaway, the Christmas tree jewelry jar giveaway. I have to say that slow so I don't get tongue-tied. And the jar itself is super cool. I've had these a long time. They are made by Anchor Hawking, and they are collectibles. These jars themselves sell for around $15 to $20 on eBay, but I have not done anything with them, and thought that they would make a really neat gift for the giveaway. So I filled it with jewelry, and this will be the first one that I'm going to give away. Right now, I'm probably going to draw a winner the middle of November, and then we'll do another one in the middle of December. So right now, how you earn entries for the drawing is you are making purchases right now. You get an entry for every purchase you make from me. And if you do buy something from my eBay store, let me know, and you can get an entry that way as well. I know a lot of you guys do support me with buying things from eBay. Just let me know, because I won't know that it's you from your eBay name. But everybody will get an opportunity to be in the drawing a little bit closer to the actual drawing. Hold on 1 minute. All right, I think somebody was here because the dogs were going crazy, of course, as soon as I start. Everybody will have an opportunity to be a part of this drawing. You don't have to make purchases. That's just how you get extra entries. So stay tuned for that, and that will go aside. I do have another one I have not filled yet. All right, look how cool this box is. I have had this box for a very long time. All right, the stuff on top I wanted to share with you are pieces that I have thrifted recently. And we'll go over those pieces, and some of these pieces, most of all of these pieces will end up for sale. One piece, however, I did buy for myself. I did spend a little bit more money on this piece, but I was buying it for myself, and I knew that it was really unique and it was worth it. It is sterling silver, moonstone, carved amethyst. You see this scarab? And then, actually, is it even a scarab? It doesn't, kind of looks like it, kind of doesn't. Blue topaz and smoky quartz, and it is chunky and heavy, and I absolutely fell in love with it and had to have it. So, will I eventually sell it? Maybe, but right now this is for me to love, and I did spend close to $100 on it. But I will do that if it's something that I am buying for myself and I love it. Now these pieces here, these will all end up being on eBay eventually. And they still all have the price tags on it, so you'll see what I buy and what I am probably going to try to get for them. Now, this piece, there's nothing like crazy special about this piece right here. Oops, let me put the camera down so you guys can see. Okay, had to do some adjusting. Now, this piece, I paid $7.99 at Goodwill, and I just thought it was neat. I'll probably end up listing it for about $29.99, so it wasn't a huge profit in this piece, but I do try to make sure that there is at least a $20 profit when I'm hand picking pieces when I'm thrifting. When I get the bulk jewelry, obviously, like, it doesn't matter as much because there's so much of it. But when I'm hand picking items, I try to make sure that there is at least a $20 profit to be made. And this one I just thought was really unique. It has like this nut and some gemstones, and then of course the dyed howlite. And it is just super unique looking, in my opinion. And so this will end up on eBay for probably around the $30 mark. All right, let's go here because this one's pretty cool. Okay. Oops. All right, this next piece I bought for $7.99, and instantly I knew it was coral. It's very easy to tell. I will show you closely what to look for with coral, and this particular coral is called apple coral. It's like a sponge apple coral bead necklace, and this one is very long, graduating in size, and it's very hefty and a nice piece. So let me show you. Let's see if you can. I'm zooming in so you can see. So it does look like there is some sort of a finish on here, but you can still see all of the little porous. So this is sponge apple coral. And this piece here will probably be listed for the $80 to $100 mark, give or take. This is a very big, long one, if you can see, but super unique. So if you ever see, now of course, if this was a smaller necklace, less coral, it would not sell for that mark. But because this one is so big and long, that's where I would go with this. So that was a great find for me. Okay, this is instantly, I knew it was Italian glass. It's the cobalt blue, the orange colors, bright. So this is vintage Venetian Italian glass bead necklace, hand knotted in between. I have not done the research on these pieces yet, but my guesstimate would be around the $50 mark for this piece, and I paid $4.99 for it. All right. Now this piece here, I also paid $7.99. All of the ones that were $7.99 I bought at the same place. And this is vintage brass. And it looks like glass, but when I was looking closely, there were some inclusions on the blue that made me think, well, maybe it's turquoise and just like a treated turquoise. But I would have to probably look a little closer and do some research. But my first thought on this one is that it was glass. But it's a super unique carved bead necklace in beautiful turquoise and red colors. So my guesstimate for this one is probably around the same, around the $50 mark, give or take. Let's see, this one. Okay. This is short. This is going to fit right under the neck, and these will drop right under the neck. It's brass and glass, and the glass finish kind of has like a marbled, almost stone look. I paid $7.99 for this one, and I'm not quite sure about this one yet. I'll have to see what similar ones are selling for, but here's a close look. There is a patina darkening on this brass. This one I think is pretty old. The style, the wear, the material. Pretty cool. And I'm not quite sure what I'll list this one for. I'll have to do some research. Oops, it's getting all twisted. All right, and the last one for the ones I've recently is this multi-gemstone bead necklace. So this is sterling silver, real gemstones, carved gemstones, and I paid $5.99 for that. Now, as far as gemstone necklaces go, I'm a fan. I'm a real fan of genuine stone pieces. But there's certain things that will add value to these vintage gemstone necklaces. First off, if it's mixed with sterling silver, that'll add value. And if your gemstone pieces are carved, that will add even more value. So, so this one is going to be a good one for me. I'm not quite sure. You can see there's coral, there's a mixture of gemstones here, there's sterling silver beads. It is all hand knotted. This is an odd, these ones are not, this one's chipping, but there's that. There's jade, there's turquoise, there's lapis, coral, sodalite, quartz, amethyst, jasper. There's so much in this necklace. It's awesome. And I'm not quite sure what I will end up listing that one for, but so this was just to kind of give you guys an idea what I would hand pick while I'm out and kind of what profit could be made on the pieces that I hand pick. So that is that for the pieces that I personally picked. Now let's go through some pieces from my collection. And when I share collection pieces, I'm going to try to share different items just so you guys can see different things, and we can talk a little bit about them and maybe some values. Some of the pieces I have not even looked up yet. I just hold on to because I love them. But if I know a roundabout value, I'll let you guys know. All right, I had to pause real quick and make dinner for everyone, but I am back and let's finish going through this box. Okay, what do we have here? Let's go here. This is lavender jade and gold tone, hinged with a safety clasp. Beautiful, beautiful lavender color on this jade. This is lapis lazuli and gold tone. This is also a hinged bracelet with a safety chain. And how, for anybody new, how you tell the difference between lapis lazuli and sodalite. Sodalite will have more white. Lapis lazuli may have white, but you will see the gold flecks, the pyrite in the stone. So that is how you tell the difference between sodalite and lapis lazuli, because it does get confusing. But let me get in close where you could see. See the pyrite, the gold flecks in this stone? Okay, let's scroll back out. And these are all, some of the pieces in this box are very much in the Chinese export, vintage Chinese design. This bead right here is called the Famille Rose. It's that pottery style or the ceramic style beads. Now, these will list anywhere from 30 to 70 to 80 to even more, just depending on how unique your piece is. I would probably, off the top of my head, list this one for around the $50 mark. When I'm ready to list it, some of these pieces I honestly probably will list. When I do these videos, it kind of gives me an opportunity to go through some of the pieces I've been holding on to. And sometimes I list them after that. And the ones I really love, I do not. This is cloisonne in turquoise and sterling silver. Beautiful, nice size pendant. Nice green turquoise. And sterling silver. So yeah, I actually really like doing these because I go through it and I reevaluate what I've got going on. This is Mexico. This is a Mexico piece. It does say CII and I have not researched that yet. There's turquoise and agate in this. A really nice, hefty size pendant. Beautiful flower. Okay. This piece right here, this is an agate pendant in sterling silver. Very much in the Danish design. I don't know whether this piece is Danish or not, but a lot of times when you see this style with these kind of lily-like flowers, it is very indicative of the Danish silversmiths. These are blue sponge coral beads and pearl. More sterling silver. Oh, clearly I did not take the hair out of that. This is a really neat piece. The back, you can see it says 925. How cute is this hair barrette? It is jade and quartz, brass on the metal. Really pretty. Oh, and pearls. Wire wrapped pearls. Isn't that just beautiful? That would look so gorgeous in somebody's hair. All right, and then this little brass and enamel cloisonne style. This is a foo dog. That is what they call this kind of like lion looking dog thing. It is common in the Chinese work. And this is a pendant, so it would hang. He has a little articulating ball. So brass and enamel, cloisonne foo dog. It's even got a little tongue in there. Kind of almost like a textured, where it looks like the dragon has scales. It's really, really intricate. Very nice piece. Very unique. Look at his eyes. His head moves, the ball moves. All right, then these two pieces over here. This is vintage Taxco, Mexico. It is a hinged bracelet. It is quite massive. If you can see, I can't even put my arm down there, but you can see how much of my arm that would take up. And the value on this, I've seen from 2 to 5 to 600, over 600 on these. But an honest value of it now would probably be around the $200 mark. A lot of the times you can list your pieces for more if you're patient and you want to try to get more. If you're in a hurry, you wouldn't want to. But in pieces like this, I'm never in a hurry to sell, ever. And then this, look at how cool this sterling silver bracelet is. Look at the design work on here. Almost looked like crinkled fabric. This is just so unique. I love it. And it is the designer Marks, M-A-R-K-S-Z. And under there it says sterling. And I believe his first name is Donald. But this is a really... Uh-oh. Hold on. Okay, so I forget what I was saying before I pushed pause on the video, but this is Donald Marks, sterling silver, and these I've seen sell for anywhere from $200 to $300. Super cool. All right, I need to try to get through this before my phone dies. All right, let's start over here with the sterling silver and turquoise bracelets. So let's start with the newest and end with the oldest. All right, so most of these are going to be in the Native American style. You can see the markings here that are very indicative with the Native American jewelry. Turquoise. This is a dainty one. And these bracelets, depending on... Oh wait, I was going to end with that. This is another Native American one. Turquoise. These last two pieces are the older pieces. Very, very old, these last two. This one has more of a kind of like a rough handmade look to it. Even the bezel setting, still a really, really, really awesome piece. I love it. I tend to like the older ones better. Like them more. The green turquoise in this one. This one has a flower design. And it has a mark here, and I have not, let me scroll in so you guys can see it. I have not looked that mark up. But that is there. I don't do too much cleaning on these old pieces, as you can tell. I kind of let them be as they are. I don't want to damage them. And in a lot of people's opinion, you take away some of the value if you try to clean these older pieces. Like, a lot of people want to see the wear on these antique pieces. Okay, and I've seen those bracelets sell from anywhere from 100 to 5. So it just depends. It depends on who it was made by, how it was made, when it was made, all of those things. Okay, this bracelet here is an agate, a amber, and a peridot. Pretty floral design here. Let's focus because I got some stuff going on back there. This one's just very pretty. I love the floral look on this and the gemstones. Just very feminine and pretty. This is a fun vintage one in the 3 tones, sterling, gold, and rose gold. Right up here, this is a crown trifari. I have quite the mix in this box. I like to keep it interesting, switch it up. Crown trifari. Value on this bracelet is probably somewhere around $100. If I had to guess, maybe a little more, maybe a little less. It all depends. Always with, there's the marking. With jewelry, it's always changing. So that is one thing that you do need to be on top of. It depends on how flooded the market is with that either designer, that style, that particular piece. The more rare, the more valuable. If there's 500 of these crown trifari bracelets on eBay right now, the value is going to go down. If there's 2, the value is going to be a lot higher. So you kind of have to, when you're doing this, always be aware of what is it's basically supply and demand, right? And that's why some of the designers who are no longer here, their pieces tend to be a little bit more because they're not being made anymore. So they're going to be sought after more by collectors. This is a vintage Mexico piece. It's a chunky piece. I love the floral design. This is a big one. It reminds me of George Jensen, his pieces, but it is not. It's vintage Mexico. But if I just saw it, I might have thought that that was George Jensen. Okay, these pieces here I actually have together because I think that these vintage crystal glass pieces are just beautiful, and these 2 layered are gorgeous. Look at the sparkle. I have always been drawn to these vintage crystal glass pieces. Faceted with the Aurora Borealis. One is sterling silver and the other is by the brand Laguna. But I think they're pretty. You'll see a lot of these necklaces in the market though. So the value on these aren't super high. Maybe anywhere from 20 to 50 depending on the sterling silver one will probably be more. All right, I love this because I love labradorite, and this is a really large, if you could see in the palm of my hand, beautiful labradorite pendant. Sterling silver, beautiful flower design, nice thick setting on the pendant. Great design there, I think. I mean, and this stone is just stunning. Let's see, let's get in close and take a look. It's so pretty. All of these gemstones that glow like this, I'm a fan of. Moonstone, labradorite, opal, I think it's just beautiful. Pretty, pretty. And it is on a sterling silver chain that goes into leather. A toggle clasp. Jewelry is exciting. It is so fun. All right, this bracelet is just a really, oh gosh, I'm close. You can see all the freckles on my arm. Okay. Sterling silver, and this is either, I thought at first it was a peridot, but I think it could be a citrine. It kind of has a little bit more green in it, but it does register in the quartz and amethyst. So it could be any one of those. Honestly, it's a really unique color. I love it. All right, we have one more little box, and then we are done with this showing. Let's see. Okay. These earrings right here are a Native American style, almost like an arrow tip here with an inlay of turquoise, and then over here you have the lapis, coral, onyx, and the mother of pearl. There's the marking. Look at that. Let's look close. TCA or JCA. Yeah. Look how cool those are. Okay, this one, carved carnelian. This reminds me of the Chinese export pieces. Look at how pretty the sides are. It is gold over silver. Love that one. This ring, fire opal. Sterling silver, I believe. Look at that. Stunning. This is an old ring. Okay, this is a sterling silver from Denmark, handmade in Denmark. And this also, when you see like this really sleek design here, it should come to you right now. This is very, very, okay, my phone did die. So I know I was talking about this brooch from Denmark, sterling silver. And whenever you see this, almost like a shimmery enamel, this textured, that is very much how this designer from Denmark. I've sold a ring, and I want to say it was for a good amount. I don't remember, maybe around $100. I'd have to look, and I didn't. This is a brooch. Look at how massive this is. This is a chunk of sterling silver. I don't think it's fully solid, but it's so big that it has a nice weight to it. I think it goes more hollow up here, but really cool design on this. Looks like a folded ribbon. Pretty sure that says Israel, and there's another little mark down here, but Okay, there's that. Let's get through these last few pieces. We have this gorgeous turquoise ring, sawtooth bezel setting, Native American. It says sterling shea. Remember I looked that up at one point and I forgot, but it is gorgeous. I love it. This could be for a man or a woman, but it would have to be a man with smaller hands. But it is chunky enough. Look at the turquoise. Gorgeous ring. Okay, this is a unique piece. I want to say it's Hob HOB 925. Really cool wraparound ring. Kind of fits half the finger there. You can see that there's like it goes in. All right, then there is this dragon, turquoise eyes, and then the garnet here. Look at the design on this. This is an old piece. It is sterling silver. Look at, you could even see the scales on the dragon's hand. Isn't that cool? This is not a piece that I would, honestly, I've never worn it, and I probably never will, but it is unique. It is unique. I don't want to say never, but it's not my go-to. Oh, I already showed you that. Okay, I think this is the last piece. This is it. It is a pendant, turquoise, lapis, coral, and opal. It is beautiful, Native American, and I'm a fan of it. So I think that is it for today. I so hope that you enjoyed looking at all of this beautiful jewelry with me. Hopefully you learned a little bit, but if not, then at least, I mean, most of you guys, a lot of you guys know more than me, but I'd love to help when I can. So hopefully I did help somebody. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. Hope you guys are all doing well. And until next time, thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.